Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this designer series paper fold back card. I recently did one that was 6x6 and it was one of the benefits of it, one of the nice points about it was that it highlights both sides of the designer series paper, and this one does the same. However, this is cut from a piece of 12x12, so it's 12 across and 4 deep, and then of course the nice thing about that is you can get 3 the same because 4 3s make 12 because we're really good at mathematics. So this is the card. I'll show you quickly how we do it. It really is one of those lovely quick and easy numbers. So it's a piece of 12x12. Oh, and my little piece is falling out. So it's 12x12 cut down 12 inches across, 4 inches high, and it's scored at 3/4 of an inch, at 3.5 inches, and at 8 3/4 across the length of it. And then in the middle part I went ahead and I used the rectangle dies. So I used 1 2 3, the 4th one down, and I cut out a piece from the middle. So I'd already done that, and then I just had popped it on using post-it note pieces. So we get the piece out of the middle, which then becomes the overlay on the front. There's a little thanks, oh, which has still got the little piece in it actually. So there is a thanks cut out of one of the paper pumpkin dies, and then there's a postcard piece which is 5.5 by 4 1/4, and lastly a piece of basic white for the inside, which is 4 1/4 by 3. Now the thanks actually comes from this little paper pumpkin add-on. It's called Thanks and Beyond dies, and if you are a paper pumpkin subscriber you are eligible to order this. So here is my offer for June. If you aren't a paper pumpkin subscriber and you would like to sign up with me and become one of my pumpkineers, you can find the details on my blog spot, and when you sign up, when you subscribe, I will send this to you. If you already are one of my pumpkineers, I always find if you're a loyal customer to someone and then people are offering things to entice you in, that's lovely. But it's like, hey, what about me? I've been doing it for a long time, you know, phone companies and such. So if you already are one of my pumpkineers, like I say, and you don't have this set, for the $50, if you place a $50 order in June, I will ship this to, I will get this for you. If you're a paper pumpkineer and you already have it, if you place a $50 order, I will send you these lovely blooming pearls, which is what we're going to use as a little extra doodad. So either way, in June, anything to do with paper pumpkin, there is a treat in store for you. But let's get back to the card in hand. So 12 by 4, scored at 3/4, scored at 3.5, scored at 8 3/4. And then what we will do is we will fold them on those score lines. This one scores back on itself, so we get a little flash of the other side of the paper. And then I'm going to pop this onto the postcard piece. Just have to hold it sort of carefully because it's a little bit flimsy with having a whole chunk cut out of it, or die cut out of it, but you know what I mean. So we'll get this on here. Hope it lands flat without my head having to be in the shot. Not really. Let me just give that another quick little go. It's hard when you're doing it and you don't want your whole top of your noggin. Oh, don't tear, don't tear. All right, there you go. That's my best shot. I've got all these other ones. Here's the ones I made earlier. And then what we need to do is we need to stick down the little flap. So I'm just going to roll a whole piece of stickiness to it. And now you can see That's how it looks from the front. So when you open it up, it's like, oh my gosh, there's a big hole in there. Piece of basic white, like I say. It is 4 1/4 by 3, and that's just enough. It's actually just enough to cover the hole, but I didn't want to put a whole layer size on and obscure all the inside of the lovely designer series paper. This seems a nice enough size to stamp a greeting and write a message to your recipient, but you still get a lot of the inside paper. So that's how it goes. And then what we're going to do is we are going to pop this onto the front, and we'll do our usual ZZ fold rule. So we'll line it up nicely, and then we know we can only put adhesive up to this point, so you don't stick the card down. Any further adhesive needs to be to the side that's going to get stuck down. So we'll pop it into place, center it up, and now we know when we open it there's no adhesive here, so you won't stick it down when it gets to your recipient. So now we're getting on to the little thanks die cut from the little add-on set. I'm just going to use some liquid glue just because it's a little bit finer. Hello glue, my fine fellow. And I'm doing it as usual on my silicone mat, so if any gets off, or you do that trick of picking it up and dropping it straight back down like a piece of toast, wrong side up, it's not going to get onto your work surface and affect future projects. So we'll stick the thanks into place, and then we will bring in these lovely pearls, and we will pop some, whoops, we put a big one and a little one of the peacock, and then we'll put one of the lovely pink ones down in the bottom, and there you have it, quick and easy. So 2 the same, actually there are 3 the same because I made them all out of one sheet of designer series paper. This is the one I made quite a while back. It's where I got the inspiration for the thanks on the card actually, but this was amazing thanks, I think. But it's the same concept. It highlights both sides of the designer series paper. 3 the same out of one sheet of cardstock, sorry, one sheet of designer series paper, which is great. If you like what you've seen, please consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up always go down well. If you've got a question or a comment, pop those in the box below. They always go down well. I like to answer everyone. And the details, as usual, will be on my blog. The details about signing up in June for Paper Pumpkin will be on my blog. And last but not least, thanks so much for watching.